Hey everyone and welcome. Today we're diving into the world of religion and how it affects our sense of right and wrong. From the Ten Commandments to the Eightfold Path, people have always looked to a higher power for guidance. Let's explore these moral rules that have shaped societies and still influence billions today. Many religions believe their moral codes come directly from a higher power. This belief forms the foundation of their ethical systems and guides the behavior of their followers. For example, the Ten Commandments are super important in both Christianity and Judaism. These commandments serve as a moral compass, providing clear guidelines on how to live a righteous life. From the Quran's teachings to the Vedas' wisdom, the idea of a higher power shaping how we act is a common theme. These sacred texts offer profound insights and principles that influence the daily lives of millions. But if morality comes from a divine creator, it makes you wonder why. What's the purpose of these moral laws? Are they meant to ensure harmony and peace among people, or do they serve a higher, perhaps even cosmic purpose? This question has intrigued philosophers and theologians for centuries, prompting deep reflection and debate. Besides divine laws, religions teach us practical stuff that encourages good deeds and discourages bad ones. Compassion, honesty, fairness, and humility are like the pillars of a good life. Whether it's Buddhism's Eightfold Path or Christianity's focus on loving your neighbor, religions give us a plan for making ethical choices. Many religions believe in accountability, the idea that our actions have consequences. For example, in Islam, Judgment Day is a big deal. It's where people are held accountable for their deeds. Good people go to eternal paradise, while bad people face consequences. This idea of divine judgment makes us think about free will, destiny, and what true justice really means. Some moral principles, like treating others how you want to be treated, are universal. These principles transcend cultural and religious boundaries, resonating with people from all walks of life. They form the bedrock of human interaction and social harmony, encouraging empathy and mutual respect. But others are specific to certain religions. These unique moral codes are deeply rooted in the traditions and teachings of each faith, reflecting their distinct histories and cultural contexts. They guide the behavior and practices of their followers in ways that are meaningful and significant within their own communities. This idea of treating others how you want to be treated promotes understanding and giving back as the foundation of good behavior. It encourages acts of kindness and generosity, fostering a sense of community and shared responsibility. By practicing this principle, individuals contribute to the well-being of society as a whole. However, we also see moral codes tied to the history and culture of a specific faith. These codes are often passed down through generations, shaping the identity and values of their adherents. They provide a sense of continuity and belonging, connecting people to their heritage and spiritual roots. This mix of universal principles and specific cultural norms shows how dynamic religious morality can be. It highlights the richness and diversity of human experience, demonstrating that while we may have different beliefs and practices, we all share a common desire for understanding, compassion, and a better world. Religious moral codes guide both our personal behavior and our responsibilities to others. On a personal level, these codes emphasize things like honesty, respect for God, and self-control. But morality isn't just about the individual. Religions also stress our duties to society. Charity, justice, and working for the common good are often seen as religious obligations. Where do these moral teachings come from? It's a mix of things. Sacred texts like the Quran, the Bible, and the Vedas are primary sources of moral guidance. Religious leaders play a crucial role in explaining and passing on these teachings. Religious practices, rituals, and traditions reinforce moral values and provide a framework for ethical living. What's the point of all these moral teachings? It's about making individuals better and creating a more harmonious world. Self-control is seen as a path to inner peace and spiritual growth. Integrity means being honest, trustworthy, and true to your values. By encouraging compassion and empathy, religions aim to reduce conflict and make the world fairer. The world's religions offer a diverse set of moral codes, each with its own take on ethical living. These moral frameworks guide billions of people in their daily lives, shaping their actions, decisions, and interactions with others. From the teachings of ancient scriptures to the practices of modern-day followers, these codes of ethics provide a foundation for communities around the globe. Christianity focuses on love, forgiveness, and redemption, with its moral core in Jesus Christ's teachings. The principles of loving one's neighbor, turning the other cheek, and seeking forgiveness are central to Christian ethics. These teachings have influenced countless lives and have been a cornerstone of Western moral thought for centuries. Islam, guided by the Quran, emphasizes submitting to God's will and social justice. The 5 pillars of Islam provide a framework for ethical living, including faith, prayer, charity, fasting, and pilgrimage. These practices foster a sense of community and responsibility among Muslims, encouraging them to live justly and compassionately. Hinduism has a complex approach to ethics, emphasizing dharma, karma, and ahimsa, non-violence. Dharma refers to the moral duties and responsibilities one must follow, while karma is the belief that one's actions have consequences. Ahimsa, or non-violence, is a key principle that guides Hindus in their interactions with all living beings. Buddhism stresses the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path for ethical conduct. The Four Noble Truths outline the nature of suffering and the path to its cessation, while the Eightfold Path provides practical guidelines for ethical living, including right speech, right action, and right livelihood. These teachings aim to cultivate wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. Judaism emphasizes justice and righteousness, guided by the Torah. The teachings of the Torah, along with the Talmud and other rabbinic writings, provide a comprehensive ethical framework for Jews. Concepts such as tzedakah, charity, and tikkun olam, repairing the world, are central to Jewish moral thought, encouraging acts of kindness and social justice. Sikhism highlights equality, honesty, and selfless service. The teachings of Guru Nanak and the subsequent Sikh gurus emphasize the importance of living a truthful and humble life. Community service, or seva, is a fundamental aspect of Sikh practice, reflecting the belief in the equality of all people and the importance of helping those in need. Religious moral teachings have influenced legal systems, social norms, and cultural values. From ending slavery to the civil rights movement, religious ideals have inspired positive change. The connection between religion and society is complex, always changing with new challenges and evolving social norms. As technology advances, religious communities keep trying to apply ancient wisdom to modern ethical dilemmas. While religion's role in shaping morality is clear, it's not without criticism. Some say religious moral codes can be rigid and out of touch with today's world. Critics also argue that religious morality can be exclusive, leading to division and conflict. The possibility of faith being misused for harmful purposes reminds us of the complexities of religious morality. Thanks for joining me on this exploration of religion's impact on morality. From divine origins to modern-day applications, we've seen how religion tackles fundamental questions of right and wrong. Understanding the moral dimension of religion is super important as we face the challenges of the 21st century.